Okay, Wintermoor Tactics Club is set in the 1980s in an alternate Earth with where you are playing a member of a. It's a tactical RPG where you're playing members of a basically a D&D uh, gaming club that some mysterious reason the principal has declared that all the clubs will have snowball fights against each other to determine who is the last club standing. And I'm not going to say much more. It sounds really ridiculous. This game is equal measures of adorable and lots of nostalgia for like the early role playing game scene, um, which I barely remember. I was in elementary school in middle school in the 80s. Um, Barely got to middle school in the 80s because I was born in 77. Um, and it has a lot of nostalgia for those early gaming periods. Has a lot of diversity. Um, and it reminds me a lot of just the even in going back to the 90s, it reminds me a lot of the gaming scene in the 90s in high school. And like I said, equal amounts. I didn't quite get to the second half of this, but equal amounts adorable nostalgia and laser guided feelings strikes. Because there are bits where a thing is expressed that just like, oh yeah, I remember that feel as well. Where there's this, oh, I remember that was a great feeling, I love that, and then you get to this other thing, it's like, oh yeah, I remember the bad side too, and it just delivers in such. It's a very short game, and I've finished it, so which means I'm not likely to LP it on my channel, but it is just very gloriously fun, um, very glorious, nostalgic, and lovely. It's and just a lot of the, well, we don't have a lot of different minis, so we're just gonna use what we got for whatever. And it's just blending the real world mystery with the tactical, with the D&D campaign they're running and the snowball fights, and it's just a really fun game. And just again, I would recommend it to Kiko as along those lines. It's just like a lot of nostalgia, a lot of looking back at things, but with a self awareness.
Wintermoor Tactics Club. My name is Alicia. I wouldn't fit in anywhere at Wintermoor Academy if it wasn't for Tactics Club. It's like my home. But now the principal is threatening to disband us, and every other club, unless we can win a snowball tournament. I know, it seems impossible for nerds like us. The other clubs seem so much stronger. But we have a secret weapon, our imagination. We can become the heroes we play in our games. We can use our tactics and our wits. We can reach out to new friends and invite them to join the club. And maybe we can find out what's really going on in this school. Together, we can save Tactics Club. Wintermoor Tactics Club, now available.
The one thing I would note is one person, when we were discussing this in a server at one point, said they were turned off by, we have a secret weapon, our imagination, that they were turned off by that line. But then when they actually played it, it was not what they were expecting, and they had a lot of fun with it. And I held off buying this for around a year, I think. And I finally got it because last Christmas I got a bunch of like Steam gift cards, and it's like, I bought this, I'll get this. And I played it, it's like, this is absolutely amazing. I like it. And that's that. I like Alicia and all that. The framing device is amazing. I'm not entirely sure that all the events are exactly the way the narrator tells them, but I'm going to choose to believe that they're mostly accurate. And uh, they do tell a diverse and open heartedness to early role playing games that I really wish had been true when I was growing up. Uh, but there you go.